Jim, you led a very interesting session on TV this morning. One of the messages was there's more to come in terms of cattle movement rules. Could you just explain what you were talking about there?
Well, I've always said that culling badgers is just part of an overall comprehensive package of measures, or toolbox of measures as some people call it. And yes, we are having to look at all aspects. Further constraints on cattle movements. We announced a couple of weeks ago, not very comprehensive, announced the changes to restrictions on restocking on farms with new outbreaks, and there will be more like that. We're also going to be, as we previously announced, reducing compensation for farmers who allow their tests to become overdue. We think it's very important that cattle are tested on time, and there will be other measures. Not all of them will be ones that farmers will welcome, but it's a comprehensive package, and I've always said that's necessary. We will be reducing some of the exemptions from pre-movement testing is one example. We're obviously always looking at the frequency of testing and whether to change the areas. Interesting debate this morning about whether the whole country should go under annual testing. We're not going down that road. We don't believe it's cost effective, but it's interesting that some people are thinking in those terms and recognising that we need to get on with tougher and tougher measures.
And meanwhile, you remain confident that the Badger Cull will go ahead despite the legal challenge, or rather the threat of legal challenge from the Badger Trust?
Well, obviously I can never guarantee anything, but we've spent a lot of time. Some people felt too long. We've spent a lot of time trying to make sure that we've covered every aspect that can be thrown at us in a legal challenge. So yes, I'm pretty confident that we will withstand that challenge, and that the pilot culls will take place later this year.
Another big subject at NFU Conference is CAP.
Yes.
You're about to go into a session now, I believe. Is the UK making progress in getting its argument across to MEPs and the Commission, in particular this desire for flexibility in how the UK implements CAP?
I think most people were quite impressed and perhaps surprised yesterday when the Commissioner Dacian Ciolos definitely showed some flexibility, a willingness to analyse, as he used it, as he phrased it, the way in which we use stewardship and the success that's been. He talked about Britain being the champion of Europe in terms of, and that was his word, about stewardship schemes and looking after the environment, and therefore making sure that whatever the greening ends up with on Pillar 1, that our farmers will not be disadvantaged by it.